Bye, Noir.
Let's pick right back up where we left off. Last time on Visions and Vices, you guys just happened to wake up inside of a strange vessel, knowing not either yourselves very well, nor even where you are. The only clues that you have are the mysterious messages left behind and the presence of a thing calling itself an angel, informing you that you are somehow the remnants of a crew of a rogue trading vessel. But you have no such memories. All you have from this apparent past life are a series of pendants around your necks that represent different animals and colors associated with them. Upon the exploration of the outside of the vessel that you woke up inside of, you find that the vessel has been haphazardly landed, struck into the side, and most likely difficult to repair if possible at all. However, while you were standing outside in the desert, the sun beating down over your heads, a mysterious stranger approaches. The silhouette of such a man shifting with the desert heat until finally he comes into view. Alrighty, and let's pick back up where we left off.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger danger.
And you see this man appear before you. Drop his...
I trust that guy with my life.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Alright.
As he approaches, he will sort of squint against the sun. Is this an illusion? Are you real?
Maybe.
We could be.
As real as...
Oh, of course we are.
I'm still wondering that about myself.
I assure you, we are very real.
The man approaches with a sort of cautionary gait, keeping his distance, but he doesn't show any hostility. Well, that's something I did not expect to see today. Did you come out of the... And he'll gesture towards the vessel.
Yes, we've just woken up.
Indeed.
Do you know anything about this vessel that you seem to be looking for?
Vessel? Well, we don't call them that. That's a remnant, that is.
A remnant?
Oh, that's what we call them. A piece of yestertime. When the first awoke. You say you've just awakened?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Well, I think the keeper would want to see you.
And who's that?
The who?
The keeper?
Aye, keeper of knowledge, you see.
Oh.
Aye, I think he'd want to see you.
And where can we find this keeper of yours?
Oh, that's easy. Oasis. Found to the scythe.
I don't know, guys. Do you think we should go?
I think knowledge would be our best asset at this point, since we don't know where the hell we are.
That is true.
You have
Knowledge
a
of this
point.
land
Although-
would be good.
We had encountered enemies.
Tell me, is it a
But at
common
the
occurrence
same
for people to wake up
time,
in these things around here?
There is still knowledge in this ship, isn't there? We've barely woken up, and have we truly not explored all we can within this vessel?
True.
I mean,
To
there are the
answer,
other layers.
Morius will answer Lauden's question. Well, it doesn't happen often, but it's not something that's not unheard of.
Interesting.
How far is this keeper of knowledge of yours?
The keeper's not so far from here. Oasis is only about a day's travel to the south.
Hmm.
No, also, where are my manners? And he'll give her like a slight bow. My name is Lauden. Nice to meet you.
Greetings to you, friends. Name's Morius. I'm a scavenger. That's why I was coming over here, because, well, this is one of the many remnants that dot the here ochre, and, well, scavengers scavenge. But it seems I found more than scrap metal today.
I mean, you can
Indeed,
still take
indeed.
the scrap metal if you need.
What'd you say, Kasumi?
I said you can still take the scrap metal if you need.
Oh, no. Keeper will pay a handsome sum to bring you back.
Pay
is that?
a handsome sum.
I don't
Why
like
are
that at all.
Assuming just like glanced at him suspiciously. Pay handsomely as in
As in a
slave,
reward.
kind of.
A reward for
handsomely?
finding Waymaker. Oh, no. You're taking it the wrong way, friends. Finding you is a gift. Any of the... how should I put it? Any of the four people, if they've awoken, then they have within them the knowledge of the remnants. The Keeper's very much interested in such things. That's why he pays us
Amoria.
scavengers to save any of them if we find them.
Amoria's ears
I
just
see.
twitch.
How many of us remnants have you, or has anyone brought before this keeper?
Oh, it's been some time since the last ones have woken up. We thought that all of them had awakened or were lost, but it seems that today's my lucky day.
Indeed. And after being brought before this keeper of yours, I mean, how are we treated as remnants?
I'd like to know that too.
Well, I mean, I guess that depends on what it is that you get out of the meeting with the Keeper. From what I know, most remnants simply stay in Oasis and assist the Keeper with finding more of themselves, although some do choose to leave and search their own means. Whatever you want, I guess.
Well, getting a hold of a civilization sounds great to me.
Do I feel like he's telling the truth about all this?
Insight check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have to be able to see it, obviously.
Yes, hold on.
Oh no, I can see it. Never mind, I was looking on the wrong screen.
Oh, no, it's fine. You didn't have to look at that one.
I can't see you.
What was it? What was the roll?
Seven.
It was a 7.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's trustworthy.
Not very wise, right?
He doesn't seem to be lying.
Okay.
Although you do think that about 80% of his want to bring you back is that you'll be safe. 20% is because he'll get paid.
I was about to say on that one.
Makes sense.
That does make sense.
He's a good man. He's not that good a man.
That makes sense. Alright.
Getting paid to do good stuff is always good.
Well, I don't see a reason to go right away. We still have to assess the situation that we have going on with the ship.
Oh, I guess there's no rush to you, but you should probably get out of here before the storms come back.
And how long before that?
Alright, Storm.
Oh, no.
Let me see here. He looks up to the sky. Next one's probably in an hour.
Wait,
How long
what?
do they normally last?
At the sky.
Oh, that depends. Flux storms is unpredictable in that way. That's really bad out here in the Ochre. Energy's probably at its worst here.
But wouldn't we be caught in transit?
You would be if you didn't have someone that knew the way. He'll give you a wink.
Hmm.
I
But
see,
how
I
do you
see.
mean to protect us from the storm?
By not walking under it.
What do we got to lose, guys?
Our lives.
We can keep a close
you're
eye
right.
on him, so...
But he does seem trustworthy, I think.
If anything, Commandant Walnut can keep a close eye on him.
Yeah, Commandant Walnut can fuck him up if anything bad happens.
Mein Fräulein.
This is true.
He will look up to Magara.
Stay on guard, stay on guard.
God,
As you
I
wish,
love
mein
him.
Fräulein. I shall keep a close eye on this stranger. If he shall act untowards, I shall destroy him with the...
Bless you. I mean,
Danke.
Gesundheit.
Oh!
Sorry, give me a moment.
Hmm.
I can't
Right.
die.
Well, I suppose if the storm is imminent, we should get going then.
Alright, well, you've got about an hour, but if you want to go now, works for me.
I have a few things I'd still like to do before we leave, if we are.
Yeah, there is one thing that I like to do before we leave as well.
As you wish. I'll wait for you, but I won't wait for you long. Not worth getting killed for that money.
Yes, of course.
Understandable.
Well,
Amoria's gonna go with Mag.
If the storm gets here too quickly, couldn't you just take shelter in the ship ruins with us?
Nah.
Why
Okay.
Can we
is
not
that?
enter
Why
the
could
ship?
we not take shelter in the ship?
Well, you'd probably be safe, but you might not be able to get back out.
Oh yeah, it's a desert after all.
Yeah, that is right. I see what he means.
That might be a problem.
Oh, so the storm's
Well-
like a dust storm.
Well, I
Maybe
guess
we-
we need to re-up and do what we need to do then, and we'll be on our way.
Yeah, I'll be right
I'm gonna head back up into the ship.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna follow too.
Does anyone stay outside?
I'm gonna wait here. I have nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'll stay here with Lauden.
Okay. Two of you stay behind. Let me move over to the others. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to go and
I'll
address
talk to
the
an
computer.
Okay.
I'd just like to go back and get that spare clothing I grave robbed to make sure I have a spare change of clothes.
Ew.
They don't need it.
It's probably not very,
It wasn't the ones on the body, it was like the chest next to it.
That makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
I may be
Still kinda
weird,
you.
but I have standards.
Lol.
I mean, I
All right,
guess
Mags.
even low
where are we
standards are
headed?
technically standards.
Oh,
I'd like to ask
Uh,
this computer a few more questions.
hold on. I gotta delete these things over here. Don't pay any attention to the man behind the curtain. Anyway, there you go.
Wait, there's a man? Alright.
All right. Whoa, that was really fast.
Oh god, what the hell?
All right. Inacito is waiting for you by the command console. As you approach, it stands ready for your inquiries.
Hello there. I have a few questions for you.
Awaiting inquiry.
Alright, first one is, what were the last prior 5 commands given to us awakening?
Abort slipstream. Evasive maneuvers. Isolation. Purge protocol. Crash protocol.
Urge protocol?
Have we been attacked?
What is the purge protocol?
Purge protocol. The inoculation and destruction of all latent organic material under suspicion of infection.
What would they be suspected of being infected with?
There are many infectings that one can get in the astral sea. The most, however, feared one, and the one suspected during this case, is that of the eyeless aberration.
What is that?
Interesting.
Uploading
Do any
data
of us
file.
have it?
Alright, and then Inacito will show you images of terrifying creatures which, true to their name, have no eyes. You can see them consuming flesh, converting those that have fallen into more of their own biomass. You can see them hurtling through the astral sea like invisible stars, hurtling and slamming into vessels, ripping them apart in the middle of the astral sea, pulling their passengers out into the inky blackness, consuming, regurgitating them back out into more of themselves. They are like locusts, and your ship, the tree.
Oh
Well,
my.
that answers my question.
In addition to that, there's also combat statistics like demonstrations of Eyeless One abilities, warnings, things of that nature.
Interesting.
Oh my.
Well, the most pressing issue that we have right now is that the storm might trap this this part of the ship again. So how do we go about it? We might not be able to find the ship anymore if we leave.
True.
What was the town or what the place he mentioned?
It's like a keep or something?
No, you mentioned something specific.
Do you
whatever
mean the
town
name of the
was.
city? You mean the name of the city?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Oasis.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her about that if she knows about Oasis. Do you know about Oasis? It's a city or a town or some place nearby.
Location unknown. Parameter update required.
Hmm. Now that's interesting.
So,
Well, Anacito, do you have any way to so that we'd be able to find the ship again once we leave? Because the storm might bury all the sand, get all the sand. Like the ship's gonna be buried again.
Like a tracker.
Yes.
Did I give you guys an index? I can't remember if I did or not. Okay.
What's an index?
All right, there we go. Affirmative. Uploading index. And on the console, a small item will kind of jettison itself up out of the console. It appears to be like a railway spike, although it is made of glass and metal and glows with a soft digital light.
Oh.
I reach out and grab that.
All right. And in it, you can feel a slight kind of undulating feeling, like it's vibrating ever so slightly. And Inacito will say, Index attunement complete. Use this device to contact Inacito, designation myself.
Does the ship have any defenses against intruders?
Error. Defenses offline.
Oh.
About the mana that we'd have to have in order to repair, would this ship have a reserve?
Error. Mana reserves depleted.
I see.
Is there anything on the ship that could be used in supplementation of the mana?
Error. Alternative fuel supplies unavailable. Update. 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 Local sensors detected. Scanning. Verify. Presented. And with that, you can see that the images on the console kind of expand outwards, and it seems that Inacito has detected a collection of mana nearby.
And
How
where
far?
is this?
Oh.
The mana is approximately... you wouldn't know that measurement. It shows it on a map, but you have no reference point to it. You have no idea how far away it is.
We could always ask the guy outside.
Where in relation are we in on this map?
You are north of it.
I could always bring the guy in here so that we can find out.
That sounds like that's where we're going anyways. Because
Oh,
that's where we were heading south is where he wanted to take us.
I see.
So I don't know. We have a couple options. We could stay here. We could try to figure out what's going on inside of that tomb place.
The other issue that we might have is that if this ship gets buried, how are we going to dig to it?
I'm sure we could have one of
Maybe
our
shovels?
younger and dumber ones to do it for us.
Oh, gonna be a lot.
He
We might
seems
have to
pretty
have-
headstrong about going headfirst into
Commandant
problems.
will raise his hand. My Fräulein, I volunteer to dig.
Switches into like a vest and a
He
shovel.
puts on a hard hat.
Oh, that's cute.
Well,
To see it.
that would help, yes. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. I think we should probably head out and take our chances here, because I don't know what a busted up ship is going to do for us.
I agree.
That is true.
Maybe we could, before we go, just to be safe, make some shovels from that printer thingy.
I don't know if we have any more.
Hey,
Anacito,
Awaiting inquiry.
do we have any material left for creating items?
Item mass currently low. Reserves
Okay.
minimal. Mundane equipment available. I can only make basic stuff for you right now.
So
Okay.
then shovels are possible. Then.
Wow, Anacito, you sound quite weird.
That was me explaining it out of character.
And see it being
Um,
controlled by a man behind the curtain.
I think we should go back and tell our party what information we have now.
Yes. For now, let's gather the shovels and head out of here.
I agree.
You want
Yeah,
me to make
sure,
the
you
shovel?
guys can take shovels if you want. I'll go without. Anacito,
Awaiting inquiry.
when we leave, is anyone else able to access the computer, or do they need to have one of these keys? And I adjusted to my my snake key.
Negative. Attunement required.
What are the requirements to being attuned?
Possession of attunement pass.
What is an attunement past?
Your keys will light up.
Wow, passive aggressive, I see.
I wasn't. I was just.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
sassy. I like it.
Gestures. The Will Smith gesture.
Hey, Anacito, are you perhaps able to fully, or at least partially manifest to fend off some enemies?
Negative.
All right then. We might take a while to return to the ship because the storm's coming, and the ship's gonna be buried, so it might take a while before we get to you.
This one understands and will await your return.
I can pop
Careful,
back in for a
Anacito.
second. So we also have another option. Those creatures we fought earlier came from somewhere.
What if they're just a form?
Well, I don't think that's the case.
Oh, there's.
Why would they be attacking now of all times?
Yeah, I don't think there's much that we can do about it, unless, of course, if we stay here and clear them
Yeah.
out, if there's any.
I don't see the ship being critical as an asset, so I'm willing to go see this knowledge person, although
Aye.
I bet it is a high risk for me.
So
Yeah.
we're not gonna make the shovels before we leave?
It's up to you. You can get a shovel if you want.
Yeah, I took a shovel.
At least we'd have one to bury the whatever he is. The meat shield.
Kasumi will just go over back to the printer and request a shovel.
You got your shovel.
Where am I going?
I got you.
Okay.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
What's that from?
You don't know what that's from?
I
The old
Ah.
Seriously?
the
You
old-
don't know where that's
no,
from?
The
I
old,
do. It's
the old Boulder Gate games.
Yeah.
That's why I've never played it.
Me
You
neither.
must gather your
Oh.
party before
I've seen a few
venturing
clips
forth.
though.
I've only known it from Arcadum doing it in previous games.
Ah, it's so classic.
Yeah.
I remember playing that on the original CD-ROM.
All right, I think we're ready to head off.
Oh, you got everything
Indeed.
sorted out?
Yeah, so we got everything for the most part sorted.
We found
Great.
some information, Amoria says, and swishes her tail back and forth.
What is this lovely
let's-
information?
Let's wait for the information until we're kind of look over
Aw.
towards.
Yeah, let's get to the said city before we get buried.
So,
All right, all right, all right.
are you ready to head out then?
Yes, I think we
Yes.
All right then. Unfortunately, I only have a little bit of cloth, so you'll have to make do with some thinner masks. And he will hand you some cloth to cover your masks, your faces, which he does so in front of you to indicate what it's meant for.
Okay.
Do these flux storms
I'll
carry
do too.
diseases?
It depends on
what?
it depends on the storm. I'll explain more, but we should
Alright.
probably get going.
I agree.
Explain it on the way, right?
Indeed, follow me. All right, and Morius will lead you further south into the desert until finally you move past the horizon
Ooh.
and your vessel is left far in the distance. Okay,
Bye bye.
so along the way, Morius will explain. So, the flux storms themselves are made out of latent energy. We don't really know where it's from, although I think the Keeper knows more than he lets on. But from what little I do know about it, sometimes a flux storm can be anything. It could be a rainstorm. Sometimes it could be a tornado of fire. I mean, it could be anything. But they're unpredictable. They show up out of nowhere and they carry with them terrible effects. Recently, they've been getting even worse. The Keeper says it's because some of the old protocols were broken. I don't really know what that means. All I know is that in my travels, and from what I've heard, it's worse here in the Ochre than anywhere else. So it's a good thing that you've got me leading you through the desert. I'd suggest that you don't go through it without somebody that knows the way.
Understood.
As he keeps leading you further, about an hour or so passes, and he will say, So, I noticed that there's a little bit of blood on you when you exited. Is everything all right? Is anyone injured?
Amoria just kind of rubs the back of her head and glares at Lauden.
I
He
just
might be
cast,
a tad injured.
They're fine.
I cast prestidigitation on you.
Yeah, so we were attacked by people
on.
who had their mouths stitched shut.
Hold that thought. As you cast, this time it works normally.
Huh. That's weird.
All right, and to Gordon he'll say, Mouth stitch shut, you say? That sounds like the Silent.
What is the silent?
They're a cult, they are. Sworn enemies of the Keeper. And most of the people of Oasis. From what little I know about them, they seek out remnants and see them destroyed rather than scavenged. They also burn tomes and, well, they'd kill the Keeper if they ever got their hands on him. They're pretty spread thin, although the Keeper says that we can't go to the Eastern Desert. We have to stay far away from it because apparently their king lives there or something like that.
I see.
Aye, and remnants is something that they really don't like. In fact, I've seen them take up entire facilities, burn them to the ground and everything inside. That's a good thing that they can't touch the Great Vaults, though. Great Vaults is too well defended.
What are these
Great
great vaults?
Oh, the Great Vaults, they're these, 4 spires to the south. You can see them from Oasis.
Oh, great. Do they require treasure? Eyes Makkame.
What?
Oh, there's all kinds of treasure.
You know what?
Oh, Remnants is full of all kinds of treasure, they are. And the Great Vaults will have untold riches, if they could ever be opened.
Really?
Oh no.
Why have
just
they never
face
been opened
paused.
then?
They've never been opened because nobody could ever get close enough to them. You see, they're surrounded by these great, enormous crystals, right? And these crystals, well, they fire energy down at anyone that tries to approach them.
Really? Just large, non-moving crystals?
Oh no, they're moving. They rotate around them. It's like a shield, kind of.
That means don't go head first into them.
Just thinking. Just thinking.
But who knows? Maybe you can dig
Let's-
underneath it.
Let's focus on not getting caught in the storm.
I agree.
All right,
Yeah,
and
let's keep walking.
after about another 30 minutes or so, behind you, you can see the space that you were at is suddenly accosted by what appears to be a miniature hurricane. Dust and rock and stone is lifted up violently. Lightning careens down, glassing the area. Ah, that was a bad one.
I'm glad we avoided that.
Indeed.
You gotta be real careful.
Right.
Basically, if you ever feel like magic's going wonky, like it's not doing what it's supposed to do, that means a storm's close.
Well, that explains it.
That explains it.
All right, and then eventually, Morius will lead you to Oasis. It's time to transfer map.
Yay! Oh, sorry. I fell off the map.
Ball champ.
La, da, da, da.
She's so happy.
Just waiting for the loading bar to
I'm
appear.
trying to be.
I'm just checking on what the Twitch chat's saying.
All right, and there you go. All right, let me know when you're loaded.
Loaded.
98%.
Loaded.
98% for me, and the music stopped.
I don't like when the music stops.
Someone asked a dumb question, music stops.
Boss battle music starts to play.
Wait, why am I hearing Latin music?
Wait, yeah, right? Why am I hearing Latin choir? Oh, it has loaded for me.
Wait, it's the boss
Can I
music
zoom out?
intensifying.
Are we allowed to zoom out of the map?
Not yet.
Okay,
All right.
not zooming out.
Waiting for everybody to get loaded. Waiting on Payton.
I'm a good Kaskari.
Yeah, I'm good.
Still loading. So, what's the deal with airplane food?
Okay, there we go.
Okay, it's here now. It's working.
Okay. And Morius will lead you up towards the gate. As you do so,
Alright.
you can see that some of the guards up on the walls look down and nod as he approaches, and they start to open up the gates. And he will stand in the threshold and he will gesture. All right, everyone. Welcome to Oasis. Alrighty. You guys see all that?
See what?
It should be zoomed out.
Oh wow.
I think I have to manage.
Ooh.
There
That's
you
a
go.
lot of colors.
Whoa!
That's a lot of colors.
It's very pretty.
All right. And
Ah.
he will lead you inside. And he will lead you to this building right here.
Ooh.
Alrighty,
That's a
follow
building?
me inside. So,
I can't see anything. I don't know what happened.
Are you probably
You see that?
I zoomed out, but I can't get to where my token is.
right side? I mean left side. What is this right?
Hold
Right
on.
near the edge.
It should be
pink
auto-adjusting
hand.
your... There you go.
Follow the pink
it's not
hand.
there. I can't see the pink hand. My map froze. Alright, hold on.
Go way up and to the left.
Oh, okay.
Go to the circular
Follow
dome.
my mouse.
Am I right clicking? Oh, that's why. Wait. Oh, this
There we go.
direction.
There we go.
Where? North. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all.
I grab Amoria by the arm and lead her here. Let's not get
Silly
lost
cosplay,
sightseeing.
silly.
Story of my
I'm
life.
sorry. There's so many bright colors and so many things to see. Amoria's just wagging her tail.
It is very shiny. It's a lot more different from my original hometown.
Alrighty. One moment. Alright, so Morius will take you towards a large, sort of circular building that seems to be like an adobe hut made out of sandstone, but on the top is a brilliant, iridescent crystal that seems to capture the light and focus it into the center of the room. In the center of the room, you can see that there's a large font glowing with energy that seems to be focused around this light. And there is also something else that you see.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Wait, what the? Hold on. One moment. Why is this not... Man, I'm having such difficulties today. What is going on with this? Okay. Okay, that should be loaded. That's loaded. Oh, okay. That's... I guess I didn't save this. Okay, I'll just fix that right now. Okay, there we go. Alright, and you see a strange figure standing beside the font. It will turn and greet you with an open hand as it walks towards Morius. And you see this creature.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Interesting.
like a automaton.
Mm-hmm.
Morius will give a deep bow, and then he will say, greetings to you, Keeper. Look what I found out in the wastes. Alright, here we go. Here we fucking go.
Hyping
Oh,
himself
God.
up.
Start the boss music.
Oh, now he's German, isn't he?
I'm
Why does
excited.
your- why is
Exuberant
your
joy.
box decline?
Exuberant joy. This one greets you with exuberant joy. Yes, to you too, Keeper. Yep, found him out in one of the remnants. Astonishment placated by expectation. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm sure you got lots of questions for him. I'll be waiting outside. Fosdick nodding, followed by an indication for payment. Well, I mean, if you want to pay me right now, you don't have to. Detection of feigned disinterest. The Keeper will hand him a small satchel of dust. Thank you very, very kindly, Keeper. Thank you very kindly. Well, if any of you lot need to travel the wastes, you just let me know, aye?
Okay.
The Keeper will immediately jeb. Exuberant joy.
So, kind of sounds like you're some kind of a construct.
Slight correction required. This one is a construct, but more than so. This one is a keeper.
Keeper of what?
The keeper of those before, and of those yet to be.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
you're like
not
a
vague.
caretaker.
This one
Like a
serves the
parent.
Taladani. This one keeps the knowledge safe.
What knowledge is that?
All of it.
So why have you been looking for people like us?
Confusion. Realization. Exuberant joy. It will jab again. This one will now explain the importance of aforementioned awakened ones. This one waits for you to be seated.
Gordon,
I sit down in these childlike chairs.
I sit down in a chair too.
Sits in a chair.
I will also find something to sit down on.
Is there a concession stand around here?
Negative. This one does not possess snacks.
I pick up a walnut and put him on my lap.
Commandant Walnut will pay very close attention to the keeper. He will pull out a tiny notebook. And the keeper will continue. This one was programmed by the aforementioned. They that came before, the Taladani, to keep safe. The knowledge passed down between themselves and for safekeeping. The great conflux has landed. Its phasal shift has malfunctioned. Now more than ever, the knowledge must be kept. This one specifically was indoctrinated to keep safe the knowledge of the many races that came before. Those that hold the heraldry, those that serve Maltos, but come from different worlds. Their racial biomass must be kept safe from infection. They are sealed within the vaults until such a time as the completion of the cycle and the conflux is finished. End of presentation.
What can you tell me?
Maltos. Is this a name that we know?
Is that a question for me, or are you just saying that out loud?
Sorry, that just went down the wrong too. I meant to you specifically.
To me? Oh, okay. That is not a name you recognize, no.
well, Anashito did mention it, I believe. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but you don't know what that is completely. I believe Benecito told you that it was the world the Taladani hail from.
Yes.
What exactly are you keeping safe?
Sounds like everything.
The keeper will place its hands over the font, and the energy will start to pour out in a kind of equal. How would I say this? Like waves of the facet of a gem, and it will expand outward, and you will see that there are faces of people, but people that are not entirely human. Their races shift and change, all across the visual representation. And the keeper will say, "Solemn seriousness. This one keeps safe those allied races of Maltos."
Souls. You have a bank of souls.
Classification is not entirely correct. Classification is also not entirely incorrect.
What was incorrect about it?
Soul definition is not entirely accurate. The font is a soul font, correct. The energy therein is life energy shared by the many souls. A soul, however, and the banking of said soul is not a practice often relegated to one's keeper's tasks.
What can you tell us about?
Why are you seeking remnants like us, then?
So that the great malfunction might be corrected.
And you need our help with that?
Indeed, within you is locked the knowledge of the aforementioned, the ones before. With their knowledge, the great malfunction may be corrected.
Unfortunately, I don't believe we do have that knowledge.
I think he's talking about whoever these bodies were before.
Correct. This one understands that the energy of your soul is different than the attunement to the appropriate soul found within your current vessel. However, through synergization, you may learn the knowledge therein. The memories that are not your own may become your own, and with them, knowledge will be accessed that was long since forgotten. Knowledge may be kept. Knowledge will be preserved. Exuberant joy.
Well, as far as I can understand, these vessels that we inhabit now, they're not a part of Conflux. I believe we're outsiders, no?
Incorrect. Your bodies are not. The vessels are that of Conflux. However, your soul is not. This phenomenon is referred to as a traveler's soul.
And here I thought the bodies that we inhabit came from Maltos and not Conflux.
Those are two and the same.
See.
Conflux is a vessel from Maltos.
What makes one's soul able to be used like this?
Unknown. Traveler's soul is a rare and difficult to replicate phenomenon.
You speak of the great malfunction. What is this malfunction that you're speaking of? Is there like a giant machine that needs to be fixed, or...
Correct. The conflux needs to be fixed.
What?
Okay.
What is this conflux machine?
Conflux is the ground in which you stand. The great vessel that carried us all to this place. It is currently in its transitional state from vessel to continent. The great malfunction has ceased the cycle and must be corrected.
How do we do that?
Yes, exactly.
Question is powerful indeed. This one is not associated with the entirety of the knowledge required to answer that question, but this one's knowledge does speak that knowledge must be gathered, and with enough, perhaps the malfunction can be identified and corrected. You, designation those within this building, may help this one, keeper of the ochre, with this said task, by perhaps leans forward with anticipation, opening the great vault.
Oh.
I knew it.
So basically, you want us to get you treasure to hopefully fix
Incorrect.
conflict?
This
Okay,
one
never
has
mind.
no interest in monetary gain. However, locked within the Great Vaults are the racial data of those allied races of the Maltosian people, and with their release from their stasis state, their knowledge may be added to the pool of knowledge that this one has kept, and with it, perhaps the great malfunction can be corrected.
Are there others like you?
Affirmative. There are other keepers, one assigned to each region. This one, however, has fallen out of contact with them.
How many regions are there?
There are 6 that contain a keeper.
How far are these regions from each other?
The keeper will conjure a map of the conflicts. I don't have that made yet, but...
I kind of look at Walnut. Write that down.
As you wish, man, Fräulein. Jawohl. You will immediately begin to sketch it out.
So anything of physical monetary reward is of no use to you. Therefore, can we keep any thing of monetary reward that we find in these great vaults?
You may keep all that is not required for the great malfunction to be corrected.
Possible the mana that we might be able to get from it. We might be able to use it to repair our ship.
Indeed.
Well, here's the question: where would we even go?
Wherever we want.
Our guide spoke of those great walls, and he also said nobody can get even close to them.
Somehow I
Yes,
think
because
that you're.
there's a crystal that tries to kill us.
Do you have any information on how to surpass these?
This one has long since tried to find an answer for this question. This one had stumbled upon that there were some allowed passage, but they perished to the other defenses within. Upon further study, this one was able to detect that those that could enter were of the aforementioned, the before. Therefore, you possess vessels that your traveler souls inhabit. These vessels, it would seem, possess the capabilities of bypassing the ancient defenses.
I think he means our amulets, you guys.
I'm in agreement on that one.
I have a question. You say that our traveler souls were taken and put into these vessel bodies.
Affirmative.
Does that mean when we die, if we die second time, does our body go back to where our traveler soul was initially going?
Unlikely. Traveler's soul is trapped within the conflux since the great malfunction. Traveler's soul, however, has the capability of attuning with any vessel that is suitable to it. Therefore, presentation of second death could result in easier resurrection, as Traveler's soul manifests within this realm.
Kasumi just down crescent, just very sad.
So
How
does
many-
Amoria.
I find that it's odd that we'd have authorization to be able to bypass the defenses and enter the vault, considering our ship was not originally from Conflux. As far as I understood, we came in that ship to Conflux for business, I believe.
I think that's also just like the ones before that he
Right.
refers
We're
to.
also in the middle of a desert.
Wait, hold
Who's
on.
to say
Upon-
the great-
Upon Gordon saying that, the keeper will suddenly shift slightly. Unknown realization. Exasperated sigh. Perhaps this one could be incorrect, but you are the only to have awoken from the aforetime. This one hopes that you are able to gain access.
How long have you been waiting?
Many cycles.
So the Great Vault. Is that just something that was built here on Conflux? Or did the Great
Negative.
Vaults come to Conflux?
The Great Vaults are storage for the vessels of the allied races so that they might survive astral sea travel.
Oh, like our pods that we woke from.
Affirmative.
Ah, that makes sense. It's another ship.
So it is a possibility that the knowledge inside is damaged too.
The keeper will look at Lauden as he says this. Exasperated sigh, horrified stance. Be careful of saying such terrible things. This one hopes that no knowledge has been lost.
Of course, my apologies.
Well, maybe Anacito might be able to help us bypass the defenses somehow. But then again, yeah, we'd have to get to the ship first, though.
And we're not going to be able to now.
Is the storm currently happening outside around the Great Vaults?
Flux storms are a common occurrence. They appear rapidly, randomly, but they do not last long.
Can I see a map of the area around here?
Affirmative. It shows you a map.
What in relation to the map we saw earlier from the ship to the mana that we were shown?
Well, this city was not shown on that map, which would make sense if it was built after whatever happened.
Yeah.
But you do see that the vaults still remain within the same position. And, therefore meaning that the focus point of the mana needed to repair your ship is within them.
Ah.
Interesting.
So meaning that great mana focus point that was in Anacito's map lines up with the Keeper's map as both being the same place, the mana and the greater vaults.
Do I notice any variations in the map?
Oh, there's plenty of variations, like this city for one. There's some terrain differences, and the vaults appear to be within the area where the mana is. So you're not sure if there's mana in each vault or maybe only in one. That you don't know. You don't have enough accurate information to make that assertion.
Interesting.
Well, I guess we have our answer on what we need to do next.
Yeah, explore the vault.
Indeed.
And take all valuables.
Exuberant joy. This one is pleased to hear this. This one
Amoria
would like
just
to assist
rolls
you.
her eyes at my comment.
Wait, what?
Would we be able to talk to Anacito through that index that they gave us?
I can try. I don't think so, but I'll try.
Surprise face. Did you say index?
Yes, Anacito gave it to us to try and locate the ship again.
Expectant lean.
I pull it out of my bag.
Exuberant joy. I'm sorry.
I love him.
The keeper will immediately jeb. You possess an index of an angel. This one is very excited to see. This one is now far more assured of your success.
I see.
Well, of course I'm here. Only natural. And I will try to kind of focus and meditate on holding this and focus in to see if I can contact anything inside of it.
Upon seeing you, the keeper will say, perhaps speak the name of the angel.
I do. I'll go ahead and do so.
Anacito.
Yes, Anacito.
As you do so, the index whirs to life, but the connection is weak. You can see the image of the angel, but you cannot hear it.
Hmm.
Maybe it's because of the storm.
Interference, most likely. The index, however, is a powerful key. Keep it close.
Of course. Do you have anything to help us with our journey into the vaults?
Indeed, this one will provide a powerful boon.
What was that dust you gave that gentleman earlier?
Dust is the currency used in conflux. It is the representation of soul energy in its lowest manifested form.
What do they use it for?
It is used for trade. It can also be used to enchant magic into items and into oneself. Be careful. The use of it as a consumable is very dangerous.
How so?
The use of dust as a consumable to enter the body without the appropriate filtering device may result in the forced adjudication into the dream.
The dream.
Okay, don't eat the dust. Got it.
What is this filter? And what is the stream?
The Soul Foundry, and other such devices to reenact the dust into a usable form, into essences. The essence being a more crystallized form. The dream is referred to by organics as the space in between, the realm of the dead.
So you're saying the ingestion of dust has a high chance of death?
Is this the same thing as the ethereal?
There are many names. That is one of them.
Interesting.
Would we be able to turn the dust into that mana that we need to repair the ship as well?
Indeed, if you possessed an exorbitant amount of it.
Estimatedly, how much would that be? Are we talking...
1 unit of mana is approximately 10,000 dust.
How much did you give that gentleman?
10. For each of you.
Now that is a lot.
Okay.
So we just sort of count as like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At point did he count and went down to Walnut?
Walnut will look up to Magara, and then will look over at the Keeper, and then he will stand proudly, for he was included.
Slight tail wag on that one.
Indeed. Not too much. He has to keep military bearing.
I just snorted my soda. Hold on 1 second.
Well, I can see why you guys are married.
Just snorted my soda.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Okay, we're good.
I'm assuming you're gonna provide us with lodgings and other things.
Indeed, the Keeper shall see that you are properly secured. However, the local populace is distrusting of the aforementioned. They are fearful of them. The last awakened one was evil.
How were they evil?
Oh boy.
They
Like
used,
an asshole?
They used their knowledge to subjugate many of the locals. They escaped when justice was attempted to be brought on them.
What were their names?
This one dares not to speak them. There are tomes on them if you wish to study.
Where are these tomes and where can I find more of them?
And does that one still live?
The last this one heard of that one's escape was that to the Aurelian.
Hmm.
Is that anywhere near those vaults?
Negative. That is a different region.
Okay.
Well, nobody can expect to trust strangers right away.
I agree.
I don't know. It seems like this guy has exuberant trust of us.
How would you know?
True.
How long have we all been awake at this point?
Like, in character?
Yeah.
Yes, in character.
Probably about a day, 24 hours.
Oh, right. Yeah, because we came from.
Am I feeling tired?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And probably hungry and thirsty from your trip to the
Yes.
desert.
is there any place I can rest and get some food?
This one will provide
Ooh.
lodgings.
I also would like to
Very
request a
nice.
nice hot bath if possible.
Oh yes,
That would be
please.
Alright,
That's
and the
very
keeper
pleasant
will
for
provide all these things. And you
Mine
will,
is so insane.
seeing as how you wish to rest, the keeper will have you escorted to your lodgings, which I believe these are your lodgings.
Can I also get a
What?
massage thrown in on that one too? Like a Kabata boy?
You're not a hero
I
yet.
mean, I can give you a massage.
Is there
I'm a
I
little
have
wary of those
claws.
claws of yours.
I'll promise to be gentle.
Yikers.
Well, actually, I'm not exactly sure I know how to be gentle with these
Frowners.
claws.
Alright, so
I'm
does
Is
that-
there any alcohol in here? I'm curious.
There is. There's plenty of food and drink, much to whatever you might need. The locals of Oasis do keep a watchful eye on you, but they are polite and do as the keeper has bid them. So does everyone except Lauden have something to eat and drink?
Alright.
Oh, I can't
will-
lie.
will,
Never mind.
I can.
I will flavor up my food with prestidigitation.
I will politely pour the largest drink I can possibly
I
pour.
agree.
I just
I
take
would
one
love
Why
bottle.
is
to
you're not just
very
drinking from
large.
the keg?
Yeah, just fucking kegger, bro.
This is
Pours off a glass and then sets it down and takes the keg with him.
right.
No, that's
Yeah,
no. The glass
okay.
is for you guys. You guys can have that. I'm taking this.
Takes the keg and walks away.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the
Before
bathroom.
Kasumi starts eating, she just
Be right back.
just
bathroom.
like closes her eye, puts her hands together, and just mutters something.
Hmm.
Itekimasu, and then just starts eating.
Amoria's ears twitch at that. I have heard that before.
No, you
I heard
haven't.
that before.
It's a common phrase from where I'm from.
Where are you from, Kasumi, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, where I'm from, town-wise, it's a small farming village called, Akami.
I see.
That's that's the village I'm from. The major place I'm from is called a continent called Galeas.
Glass.
Very beautiful.
Hmm.
What about you, Max? Where are you from?
Well,
Are you ready to tell us yet?
I'll tell you a little bit, I guess. I'm from a place
Amoria
called...
sips her drink.
I'm from a place called Inodris. At least that's the planet we call.
I see, I see.
And I hail from a very large city-state called Krugvale.
Amoria just nods her head while she drinks.
What about you?
She sighs. Well, I'm also from a pretty big country. The name seems to be escaping me for some reason. She just kind of shakes her head a little bit. I remember. She pauses and stops.
That's okay. What did you do while you were there?
I had my own business. I
Ah.
had a jewelry business with my twin sister. She just stops and looks at her drink. Anyway, yeah, we had a jewelry business together, and she started to make clothes to go with our jewelry. We became really popular, and my fiance, he she just kind of trails off. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time remembering things lately. Could we be losing our old memories?
I seriously doubt it.
I hope not.
Oh,
Maybe it has
Kasumi,
something
I
to do
hope
with
not
your.
either.
Maybe it has something to do with you being whatever you are.
I don't even know what I am. I have
Fluffy.
giant teeth and I'm fluffy and God, I need a shower. Ugh.
Maybe a brush while you're at it.
Well, I'll help you out until the meantime.
It is. I will
You
say, Quinn, you
speak
need.
of old memories as if we're losing them.
Time
I
does eat up some
remember-
memories.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I remember quite clearly.
How?
The Maelstrom Mountains. I remember Stettin. And I remember the Green Dragons.
Dragons?
Oh, how I hate the Green Dragons. And as long as they live, I... But it is why I became a dragon hunter. I will never, ever stop hunting green dragons. From floating mountains to wherever the fuck we ended up. If there is a green dragon, its head will be mine.
Is that why you're obsessed with treasure?
No.
Anyone wanna trade
Treasure
food?
is just the byproduct. The hoard is just the fun.
I see.
The green dragon's death is what I search for.
Anyone want to trade seats?
All right, I'm back. So,
What about you, Lauden?
Oh.
You've been quiet this whole time.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Arcadum.
So are there any more kegs, or did this large woman drink them all?
Oh, I think we.
Don't look at me.
I think if you were saying anything, Lauden, we didn't hear you. And if you guys can roleplay
I
as long
didn't.
as you guys can roleplay as long as you'd like. Just let me know when you're ready to move forward.
Okay, it might be a couple days.
Yeah.
We'll behave.
I'll try to behave.
I'll make sure they behave.
I'll just simply find another mug and then find the place where I'm supposed to rest my head.
Makkame, you can have some of the drinks I was drinking. Offers bottle.
So, Lauden, where are you from?
That works.
I think my past life is none of your concern.
Oh, come
As
on
you
now.
wish.
We're all sharing.
It's alright. If he doesn't want to share, he doesn't have to.
I mean, I usually don't share deep personal information with a bunch of strangers I met.
Understandable.
Fair
okay.
enough.
Well then, this has been lovely getting to know all of you, but I do believe I am in need of a bath and a brush. Shall we
You're gonna need a
all?
lot of brush for that.
I wouldn't say no to a nice onsen.
I've never had this much fur in my entire life, except for the beautiful fur coats. Now, seeming as I have one,
Oh, the irony.
I've never worn a fur coat.
You would love my
casually
uncle.
just wraps her tail around. There you go. Now you have a fur coat. Now then,
Is it
I
the
don't
same
know. Are you
Thank you.
hypoallergenic?
I
I don't think so.
so. Maybe? I'm not sure.
It smells like wet dog.
It will be once I get a bath. That's not going to be a pleasant smell. Am I
sorry,
a dog?
I'll be right back.
I don't know.
You know, I think we should ask the keeper what we are. They might know.
I think we should get some, like, sleep, I guess, first.
You're right. I still am
Yeah.
injured.
It's been a long day, hasn't it?
Alright, I'm gonna head off. Commandant, I'll leave you to keep watch of us.
Of course, mein Fräulein. Watch shall be kept. Jawohl, jawohl, jawohl.
All right. Where do we go for
Jawohl,
resting?
jawohl, jawohl, jawohl.
Boys on the right, girls on the left. Is that how we're doing this?
I got the biggest bedroom.
Of course.
Eventually.
Lauden will try to get the room furthest away from Makkame.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good call.
Are these all
Probably-
rooms over here?
Yeah, you just pick anywhere. We haven't made the interiors yet. Doesn't
I'm gonna
really
take the
matter.
gem.
Of course you are. I'm gonna take the blue one down here.
Oh my god, they're boobies.
I wasn't gonna say.
Commandant will
I'm
continue his patrol.
I'm a child.
Literally, both are. It's okay.
I'm back. What I miss?
Everybody's
Nothing.
just picking a place
We're
to sleep.
going to bed. Amoria is going to have a shower and
Just
sleep.
finds like a closet and just curls up in there.
All right. So eventually, the party finishes. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna cast alarm outside my room.
Oh, all right.
Um,
That alarm! Alarm!
Okay, maybe I cast it just inside the door.
All right. A small barbed wire fence will appear in front of the door, as the many the squirrel corporals will give Commandant a salute and will stand watch. My Fräulein,
This,
the
I have to
doorway
say,
is secured.
this familiar is kind of nuts.
That was an excellent joke, mein Fräulein. I will now commence the laughing.
Exuberant
And if
joy.
you could keep the laughing down to a dull roar, we have people trying to sleep in here.
German comedy is no laughing matter.
Arcadum,
Yeah.
is this considered a long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man, I should have done that. Oh well.
Okay, let's see. Ah, okay. I see how this works now. Click that.
All right.
There we go.
Everyone receives a long rest.
Yay! I'm no longer injured! Still glaring at Lauden.
Oh, so how do I do the
He's
long
glaring
rest?
at me through the wall.
On your character sheet, you'll see a bed on the left side of your
Yeah,
avatar.
double click on your token, and then go up to the top left of your sheet, and you'll see a little bed underneath your portrait. You click that, and you click the long rest option.
It's the far right one.
There we go. Thank you.
Clappable cheeks.
Nice.
Cheeks have been clapped.
Nice.
Takes off, poofs up like a freaking. Yeah, poof. Amoria's just a ball of purple fluff.
Before going to bed, I'm going to just kind of check my body all over, noticing all the new things about it.
Commandant will turn away.
Amoria is also doing the same. She presses a claw against one of the large fangs. Oh! Okay, those are sharp. That's good to know.
Lauden will just sit on the bed, motionless, lost in thought.
Is there a mirror somewhere in the room?
Yes,
All right.
it has been recently polished.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna take time, look myself over, check out my eyes and all that.
Amoria's gonna open her
You
mouth.
see whatever
really
you
wide.
wanted your vessel to look like. It didn't really matter to me.
Amoria looks at her purple hair. Purple eyes.
Kasumi just keeps muttering a name to herself as she just drifts off to sleep.
I flipped through my spell book real quickly and muttered to myself about not having some silent spell for him.
Gordon lingers.
I'm sorry, Gordon. What are you doing? I couldn't hear you. What'd you say, buddy?
He's just lingering around the bar a little bit before going to bed, just thinking about his past life.
Okay.
Amoria is going to be a hyena loaf on the bed. Because guess what? Hyenas can loaf like cats.
How long are these beds?
For normal people. So, you know.
I'm going to do
It's
the
a child
Party.
size bed for you.
I'm going to do the age-old tall person trick and lie diagonally.
Mm-hmm. But at least you don't have to share with anybody.
And before Walnut comes in with a little PJ and nightcap.
Oh, no. He's
Cuddle Walnut.
No, he's on night watch. He doesn't need
Go
to sleep.
cuddle him.
He would never do
Cuddle
that.
him.
He will pull out his whacking stick, and he will make sure that no boisterous,
No whacking off in here.
no boisterous male attempts to accost his Fräulein while she sleeps.
Good job.
There better not be any peeping. He'll shoot them on
Yes.
sight.
My husband would be very upset.
That's a sound he makes in real life, by the way.
Oh my god. Mein Gott!
Maybe the trip there isn't that ideal now, Arcadum.
Commandant will turn, and then he will say,
He's
My
so
Fräulein,
loud.
I shall do what is necessary. And he separates himself into two smaller commandants and jump over your ears.
I love that.
No, I'm fine. You must focus on
As you wish.
keeping everything safe.
Okay, well, he and his squirrel guard. Oh, jeez.
My
All right.
nose is itchy.
I don't know, his peanut gallery?
Yes. His boys.
Peanut gallery.
Listen,
I'm listening.
I just
I'm
got
nuts.
that.
I can make these puns all day, alright?
I love them. I love puns. They make me happy.
All right. One more moment.
Moria curls up and he's just loafing on the bed.
You know what sound he makes when he sneezes?
Gazoon type.
Cashew.
Hatred.
I'm gonna finish my drink on that
The
one.
darkness imprisons me within itself. I feel nothing in the end. Only death. Okay, hold
Both
on.
of you brought this upon us.
We are sleeping. Except for Gordon. Gordon seems to be wandering around aimlessly. Not aimlessly.
But as good as that was, I was almond impressed.
Okay. All right, that's
I don't
enough.
know.
That's a good one, babe!
I don't know. I feel like he can.
Oh look.
I feel like he can do better.
I was just about to say that!
Further notice: Tuesday session is now further canceled.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm
Anyway,
just glad he's not made out of cheese, because I would be all over those puns. Because I
Alright.
like a good cheese pun.
while the party sleeps, something happens.
Uh-oh. Crap. Alright.
Okay, let's see here. Upload that. Check this.
Makami's dead. It's quiet.
All right,
You wish.
I do.
hold on.
The music cut out, I'm scared.
Okay. While the party sleeps, their dreams drift. Dreamless mostly, for they are disconnected from the place which dreams are conjured, but instead, a memory that is not their own plays through their mind. It is the same and shared between all of you. As you awaken to the sound of screaming metal. All right. In your vision, you awaken. The sound of metal screeching and twisting. Outside, through the window, you gaze into the astral sea, the starlight zooming by as great speed causes the vessel to careen. Through the twisting metal, you can hear the sound of those calling out for help. Fellow crew members, passengers, you reach towards the door as it falls away, twisting and swirling the nebulous realm of night. You fall to a singular place, a plane like crystal. And there, you see it. 4 great towers rise before you. Around your neck, there is your pendant, respective to each of you. In front of you, the 4 great towers rise, each of them arranged in such a way as 3 are closer and 1 is further away. The one behind is larger than the others. In front of you, the 3 towers shift with energy, and each one of them bearing a sigil. A sigil that the traveler soul within you does not recognize, but the vessel does. They are the Maltosian symbol for a different race. And there, you see the following: the Eldar, the Talona, and the Vidaran. The first, the Eldar, shows a race of elven people, the memories of your vessel going through all they know. The elven people, with an everlasting life, rare, pristine, like jewels through the infinite astral sea, knowing of centuries upon centuries of knowledge, lost with a single swipe of the sword. The Maltosians hold them dear to themselves, and they sleep within the first vault. The second is that of the Talona, a people from a broken and shattered realm. Into pieces it drifts through the void even now. They themselves are lost, sufficing on the mana of others. They are able to reserve within themselves great magical force, batteries of mana. They consume it from the very air itself. And so, the Maltosians keep them close with a watchful eye, lest they turn against them and drain them all dry. And they lie within the second tower. The third is that of the Vidaren, a people that look much like humans, save for their crowns of gems, gems that grow throughout their body, at first to the untrained eye, like cancerous growths, but to those that know, powerful signets of the purity of their bloodline and the power that they hold within. These gems representing station and purpose. The first of the Vidaren people were sent to the world known as Band, many, many nebulas away. But now, this ambassadorial contingent can be found within the third vault, waiting to continue their diplomatic mission for the Maltosian people. And beyond them, the three towers, lies the last. A tower forbidden to be touched by any except the most prestigious of Maltosian. Only those that bear the mark of Taladon may do so, for within it lies a great power. A power that was constructed as a weapon against the enemy, but now lies asleep and slumbering, waiting to be awakened. And as quickly as it began, your visions fade as you awaken to the morning's light.
What in the hell was that?
Good morning, Walnut.
He will give you a salute.
Any problems?
9, mein Fräulein.
Good.
Were we supposed to hear the music?
Yeah.
I didn't hear any. Except for a little bit at the last 2 or 3 seconds.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. You gotta reload your client when that happens.
I heard it, so.
Okay, who's hungry? Kasumi, Gordon, you guys awake?
Yeah.
I throw my stuff on and grab my stuff and head out.
Amoria throws her stuff on and heads out.
I'm gonna see if we meet back at the table where we ate the night.
Yeah.
Amoria just sits next to Lauden.
Morning. Everyone sleep well?
Good morning.
No.
No.
Oh, I sound like a rock.
Kasumi's still just bundled up in her blanket.
Any chance any of you also had very interesting visions?
Amoria's eyes lit up. You had it too?
Visions? What kind of visions?
You mean the dream that I've... Or at least I believe it's a dream?
The thing about the towers?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Could we get some coffee first before we start talking?
Sorry, I'm gonna be AFK for a moment. I need to get sick.
Gosh
Yes.
dang it.
I assume we saw
Although-
the great vaults.
Yeah.
Well, we can't deal with any of that on an empty stomach.
Or without coffee.
Oh,
Is there
speak
coffee
for
here?
yourself.
Is there coffee even in Conflux?
There's coffee there, yeah.
Wonderful. Where do I find this? I need coffee.
I apparently am not capable of consuming food or drinks.
I am weeping. That is probably one of the
It's-
saddest things I've ever heard.
I have to agree with Makkame on this one.
Eh,
This is
The
fine.
joys of food. And you can't enjoy it.
It was
that
never
is-
really a joy for me. More like a bother,
It's,
a waste of
it's-
time.
it's sad. All the joys that come from the sweetness and the sour and the bitter, and you don't enjoy that. That is truly sad. No. Coffee. I can't deal with this. No, I need coffee.
All right. Well, they make some coffee for you.
Coffee and food sounds
Thank
great.
you.
I sneakily use prestidigitation on it to flavor it up for him.
All right.
Amoria just sips her coffee. I need sugar.
So what kind of food is here?
The food here is pretty standard. I mean, they have essentially just hardened bread, non-leavened bread. There's some jerky. Basically just ration food.
Okay.
This takes me back. Much like this, we were discovering a new world.
Jerky. Trail food.
And
I do
honestly, I
enjoy a good
can't
jerky.
determine if this group is more of a chaotic mess than my prior one.
You were
I guess
working
we'll
with people
just-
before?
Well, I was an adventurer at one point of my life, among other things.
I see.
Amoria takes a bite of her bread.
I mostly worked alone.
How did you
That's
survive?
understandable why you hate people.
I don't hate people.
You just don't trust us. That's understandable, though.
I mean, have you taken a good look at us?
You have a point. Takes another bite of her food.
I don't know. I think I look pretty normal for the most part.
Commandant looks offended. He's very trustworthy.
Of course,
worry, I trust
Commandant
you.
is excluded from this. But I can understand the trepidation and everything.
Lauden, I think you'd get along with my husband quite well.
Amoria just stops and I had a husband once. At least we were going to get married. I don't remember what happened after that.
Well, on to new adventures, I guess, in this world.
Indeed.
Indeed.
There's
Perhaps we can find a way back.
I was thinking about
Not
that.
Sure, I want to find a way back.
My sister's waiting for me, and my soon-to-be husband. I don't even know if they made it here. I don't even know how this whole thing happened. I said because we died, but well, nothing can really terribly happen here. Well, at least in my case. I don't.
I had no particular strong connection with where we came from. I had two very simple goals. One, I could easily pursue in this world, as well as the second. So it doesn't matter if I'm pursuing them here or if I was to pursue them back where we came from. The goals stay the same.
Now that's something I can agree on.
Well, unfortunately for me, I need to find a way back.
I can understand that.
Husband back home waiting for you.
Oh, it's not that.
I feel sorry for your husband then.
Oh, you don't know my husband then.
Obviously not.
We should probably meet up with the keeper when we're done
I
here.
agree.
Let's not waste too much time.
I agree with Lauden. Let's go.
Kasumi, quick question. You were kind of tossing and turning a lot last night. Everything all right?
Sorry, I'm back. What I miss?
I just heard you tossing and turning a lot last night. Are you okay? You know, you would have been more comfortable on a bed as opposed to that closet you were in.
I just needed some time for myself. Knowing that I won't be able to go back to my desired afterlife with my beloved, I just needed a night to process that.
Well, we don't know what happens.
Well, I asked the keeper, and he said that since we are traveler souls, we won't be going back to our desired afterlife. We'll just being put into these vessels. Looks at her hand.
I'm sure there is an end to it. Nothing's forever.
So we just get regenerated into a new body every time we die? That's
Does anyone want to take that as a test? Anyone? I look
Sure.
at Makkame.
I'm good.
You
Let's
ain't
go.
that cute.
Alrighty.
What about you, Gordon? You were also very quiet last night.
I did have a strange dream.
Did you have the same dream?
Similar to, it seems like, what we all experienced?
Quite
Yeah.
similar, actually.
Yeah.
We should tell the keeper about it.
No, if we're good to assume that everyone saw the same things, we should probably tell him about it. Maybe he
I
knows why or what.
I
It
agree.
seemed like those were the vaults that we were supposed to open.
Definitely
And-
seemed that way.
And it looked
Hi.
like those were the races and things that he talked about unlocking for the knowledge.
And who wants to go for the fourth?
Yeah. All right.
Well, he probably
Why
has a
not?
plan on where he wants us to go, so we should
agree.
ask him about this.
Well,
Let's
the
head
question
back.
is, should
Stop
we
wasting
listen
any more
now?
time and let's get going.
Yes,
I
let's.
agree.
Alright, I'll gather you guys up.
You must gather your party.
You must
and
gather
venture
your party
forward.
before venturing forth.
Forward.
Bottle of alcohol, starts drinking it.
Wait, hold on.
Ah.
Where'd he go?
Hey, we're missing a party. Where's Commandant Walnut? Oh, he's right behind the keeper.
I
I was hiding the whole time.
I would have assassinated
It
him.
was me! The keeper the whole time was Commandant Walnut!
It was me, Fraulein. I am the keeper now.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, goodness.
I knew he was
Good.
food.
Alright, as you arrive back to the keeper, you can see that the keeper has stacked up several tomes and scrolls and has not been idle since your regenerative state.
I immediately go through one of them.
Well, as you walk in, the keeper will jab. Exuberant joy, you have awakened. This
Indeed.
one is proud to inform you that this one has recovered all archives that this one could find on the Great Vaults.
They seem to not disappoint on this.
Are we expected to review all these tomes and scrolls?
Oh, clearly not you.
Unnecessary.
Lovely.
I'll go through them.
I shall join you on that.
I crack one open.
Okay,
Oh, it is good to know more.
the archives seem to be specifically focused on the different vaults, and the information therein describes what the vaults might contain and what their true purpose is. So even though the people here refer to them as vaults, that's actually incorrect. What they are, technically speaking, is a vessel storage area, meaning that all the bodies of those passengers from those allied races towards the Maltosians were kept within these stations in order to keep them safe for when they arrive and they're supposed to be awakened normally through the Conflux's facial shift. However, the great malfunction has kept them from awakening, and as such has caused another series of smaller malfunctions, mostly to do with their defensive capabilities being activated. As you look more closely, you're able to determine what each of these spires might hold within them, vaults might hold within them, and therefore what dangers you can expect. So please choose the first vault, and I will tell you more about it.
Before that, just one quick question I have for the Keeper. Keeper, since awakening here in this conflux, I assume, what I was in my previous life was very simple. It was very straightforward. I was a warrior. I fought things, but from what I've come to understand is that my previous soul was transferred into this particular body, vessel, whatever, but now that I'm here, I feel different. And I understand this isn't my original body, but I feel like there's a power within me, like a connection not so mystical, not so arcane, maybe divine, I don't know. But do I need training to understand this? Do I need training to control this? It's
This one
just
can
something
tell you that it detects a conduit presence within you. This one believes you are connected to the soul energy of the font. Please, approach.
Alright.
Alright, as you approach, you can feel a connection to the font. Its power swirls through you. Your body has memories of how to interact with this thing, with this energy, this force. Prayers come forward to your mind, and the knowledge of the cleric is now available to you.
Oh, I could get used to this. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Amoria just kind of.
So what was this
Tentatively.
about? The spires? Eldar? What?
I was asking for those reading the archives to pick one of the vaults that they would like to identify. I'll list them out if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Well, I guess we can start with the first one, with the Eldar one.
Might as well just pick one and go.
All right.
Maybe
Okay, so
later.
I'll just start with the Eldar one. So the first one is called the Timeless Vault. This vault contains the Eldar racial stasis, and successfully completing this vault will allow the Eldar to re-enter the world and become a playable race for all of Conflux. That's a meta reward. So, might as well keep that in mind.
Okay.
However, more to your characters, there are several threats that the Eldar Vault contains. Most notably of which that there are, let's see here, spell spirits and elementals. There are also powerful undead. And the most powerful defensive measure, basically the final door to the vessel storage area, is that of an iron crime.
An iron crime?
Iron crime, yeah.
What is that?
An iron crime is a type of construct that combines both flesh and metal as one.
Ooh, cyborg.
So that means essentially your threats are spell spirits, powerful undead, and then the final boss of the vault to open the final door is that of the iron crime.
So elementals are spell spirits.
Spell spirits / elementals.
Yes.
2 different types of enemies.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
Let's
spell
look at the
spirits,
next one.
elementals, powerful undead, and the iron crime, which is a type of construct that combines flesh and iron. One, and he is the big boss. Got it.
All right. The next vault is the Mana Storm Vault. This contains the... where are they? Where did I put them?
I'm assuming this is the one we need for the ship.
From people with
The
a
Tolonar one, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Just hold on, I'm bringing them up so I can have them in front of me. I've really got to consolidate some of this stuff. I got it all over the place. All right. Hold on. There it is. Yes, the Talona. Let's see here. So the Talona, once again, a meta concept of a race will be unlocked if you complete this. As just an announcement, everybody. The enemies that you'll face, or excuse me, the dangers that you'll face within this are mana storms. Which that's not an enemy type, that's just a danger that you can face.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. Let's see here. All right. Furthermore, you have astral mercenaries. These mercenaries that were hired before the exit from Maltos have been trapped within this vault and have no doubt gone mad. If any have survived. And the creature that will be blocking your way to get into it is only listed here as Mind Eater.
That doesn't sound good.
I wonder if it's related to a creature that I...
Flayer. That's what I was thinking.
Yes, I've dealt with those in where I come from. Very nasty little things. Quite dangerous.
Amoria is just writing all this in her notebook.
Are any of these threats or creatures something that we would recognize from our previous lives?
No.
Okay.
Okay. The third tower is, or the third vault, excuse me. Let's see here.
I just put a people that look like human except a crown of gems grows on their body. That's what I put. I don't know the name of them.
The Vedarina or something like that, I think it was.
All right. The next one is
Hi.
the faceted vault.
Enough
How do you
playing
spell
with
that?
the plumes.
Faceted is Faceted.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, and within this vault, obviously the race unlock will be the meta reward, but there is also dangers within this are crystalline constructs, which specifically are meant to replicate dire animals in crystalline form.
Ooh.
And then let's see here. We have bound outsiders.
Found outside.
Which essentially means things like demons, devils, daemons, angels, things like that are from the inner
Okay.
planes that are most likely bound in order to protect the area. Okay. And the final opponent that you'll have to face in order to bypass the last door in this place is an aboleth.
Okay. What is an aboleth?
An aboleth is an aberration. It is a powerful creature of the deep. It is a lesser leviathan. That is a serious enemy.
Oof. All right.
So that was knowledge of the 3 towers. What knowledge do we have of the 4th?
All right. While researching the final tower, you are not able to uncover any of its dangers, only what you believe it holds within it. The Forbidden Vault holds within it a prismatic weapon. And meta concept, if you gain access to the Forbidden Vault, you begin end phase content.
Interesting.
Well, this sounds quite exhausting to have to deal with.
I
What-
agree.
New races.
Well, no one said life was gonna be easy.
Keeper, which of the vaults do you think would be the easiest to attempt?
Inquisitive chin scruff. It will process your request. Okay. I'm thinking as the DM. Give me a second.
Processing.
Let's see. You have ranger, wizard, bard, cleric, another ranger, and a rogue.
Wait, we have a rogue?
I see. Oh wait, no, warlock. Excuse me, not rogue, a warlock.
That's a good question. Any thieves? Any rogues? Any crime enjoyers here?
Gosh dang it.
This is a hard one.
Yeah.
See, because here's the thing, right? I'll answer this question in two parts because it's the most accurate way I can answer it. The first will be which one has the easier like minions for you to face, like non-boss threats. Out of those, I'd say the Mana Storm Vault.
Okay.
But when it comes to the Guardian enemy, like the last enemy you have to fight, I'd say the Iron Crime is probably the easiest out of those three for your party.
Okay.
Well,
But
I'm down for anything.
I will tell you that's very close in margins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I'll say this as DM. I've tried all I could to kind of make this as not quite as intense as possible, but unfortunately, due to the nature of this particular campaign, these are going to be hard because they are all major dungeons.
Yeah.
So essentially,
We're gonna have to
fine.
go.
It's fine if
soft.
Makkame dies.
So my point is that they're going to be pretty difficult to deal with, and you won't have a lot of auto retreat points or guaranteed retreat points. So
Would we be able to leave the vaults if we entered?
that's what I meant by guaranteed retreat points.
I see. Translation save points.
There'll be areas you'll be able to exit the vault from, but you won't always have access to that.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Well. We could work our way through all of them slowly, taking time.
Could.
I'm for that.
If I had to pick a vault, I'd probably pick the Mana Vault, even though I'm very wary about the boss.
Yeah.
Isn't the Mana Vault doesn't have like less bosses?
They all have one greater threat at the end.
Yeah.
The threat
It's
is
the
more
Mind
along the
Eater.
lines of what kind
The
of
Mind
threat you
Eater.
want to
That's
face
what I
at
was
the
thinking
end.
too.
So it's like between the first and the second, right?
Yeah. Maybe just
Nobody
go-
wants to fuck with an aboleth. No, I get it.
Nope.
No, I can't.
Let's not
I'm a
let's
clearic.
not fight
I'll
a
go
lesser
fuck an
Leviathan at the
aboleth.
start.
Yeah, let's
Mm.
that's 50 Shades of Hell no.
I've only been able to use an aboleth like 3 times in my whole career, so. I'm
always
always-
Because we don't clear all 3
Personally,
dungeons
I
one
can't
after
wait
the other.
for that one, but that's fine.
In which case, we can save the best for last on that one.
That's fine too.
You mean second to last?
Yeah.
No, we do the fourth one before the third one.
Yeah, we do the fourth one first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, don't do
It's
that.
not.
Don't do that. No, don't do that. Oh no.
Yeah, why not?
It's freaking not.
Time to blast the lesser Leviathan with the prismatic weapon.
Oh, don't worry. We just need to get good on this.
Yeah. Says the one that went down already.
Yeah, you've shown how to
Right.
do it in the first combat.
I
Oh.
didn't see any else.
So
Yeah, 'cause
first
he
or
went down.
second, who wants one?
My vote's mana.
Mana?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I'm also gonna go for mana.
I'm also gonna go for mana.
I'm Spartacus.
Mana
I
Storm
No,
Bolt.
suppose
Spartacus.
if we go with mana, we can cut our losses later on. But mana right now, for sure.
I agree.
Well, Before we go in, though, Anacito did mention that we should try and grab as much as we can from the vault before awakening everyone else, right? Or something to
Oh,
that.
that reminds me, Keeper, mana essence. Is this an actual physical thing that we can pick up and move?
Correct.
Or... So it's like a literal, like...
Probably something like the index key I have.
Is there something that we need to
Affirmative
have?
nod.
Should we have sort of a carriage or a something like that to transport these manas?
And rations, perhaps? Rations, water...
Rations will be provided, as will basic kits.
I assumed as much. If
Is
he wants us to
there-
gather the knowledge.
Is there any other uses for the index key that I have besides interfacing with the ship?
Is that a question for me or the Keeper?
The keeper.
Affirmative. Countless. Keep it
Could you-
close.
I guess you could ask the angel about it.
Yeah, unfortunately not right now. We're a little too far away.
Didn't he say just to get close?
Yeah, we'd have to head back near the ship. Or at least wait until the storm passes fully.
No, I mean get close to the Keeper for him to further explain on that key of yours. Or perhaps
No.
he needs
Keep it close was don't lose it.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
said
yes,
come
we all,
close.
we
No,
all,
no,
we
no,
all
no.
like
Close.
sit around like we're like children listening to a story.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Alright.
I thought you literally meant come close so I can activate something.
What were these boons you talked about giving us?
This one possesses the ability to manipulate the souls within the font to embolden your travels. This one will see you kept safe from gratuitous harm, as much as this one can. So you get 3 choices for boons. Alright? You can get a defensive one, an offensive one, or a raise. So what that means is the defensive one is all of you can get temporary hit points. The offensive one is you all get a plus to attack, +1 at this time. Or one of you, when you first go down, are automatically raised.
I say defensive.
I say +1.
I'd say having the defensive measures are best, considering the last time we fought enemies.
Considering
don't-
we're level 1.
For all of us.
I agree. Defensive.
So the one where one gets raised when one gets down? Or?
Do we all have to pick as a group, or is
It's
this
a group
individual?
choice. It's a group choice.
Dang.
Okay.
And the one raise is only for one party member, not for all of you.
Well,
Yeah.
what happens after it's used?
It's gone.
Do they get full health or just
So
a little?
I'll go through it. So whenever one of you, whoever it might be, would go to 0 hit points or lower, they are instantly raised back up at full hit points.
That one doesn't sound that useful, seeing as someone's already gone down once.
I mean,
First encounter. Well, there it goes.
Whoopsie doodles.
Hence
see
the
these
reason for the defensive. I'd much rather have.
How does
everyone.
the temporary hit points work out?
You get 5 temporary hit points at this
Do
level.
they recharge, or
Once they're gone, they're gone.
How long does the attack buff stay?
The attack bonus will stay with you for until your first rest, whether it be short or long.
That be all of them as well?
Say again?
Would that apply to the rest of them as well?
The temp HP.
No, the temp HP lasts until it's used, so technically it could be forever if you never got hit. The resurrection lasts until it is used. The +1 only lasts until your first rest, whether it be short or long.
Then the hit points
I've
don't
been up
sound the
for
best.
40 days straight.
Temporary hit points, yeah, the defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The temporary
Yeah.
turns out to be the best.
As you wish.
I mean, I'm
Alright.
assuming we're pretty far from the vaults that it would just... We'd have to, rest before we even go in.
Oh,
Yes.
no, it'd be active when you got there. Yeah. You wouldn't get screwed out of it. And the vaults are about half a day away, so they're not that
Okay.
far away.
Oh,
And that's
pretty close.
assuming we don't have a battle the minute we get to the gates.
Oh, I can't say that for you.
Just
Yeah.
call it a
Well,
hunch.
we know how your hunches are, right?
If I do think about it, if someone does fall, and they get resurrected or gets back up with full health, with full HP, that might actually be a little bit more useful depending on the situation. Well, then again, it applies to all of them as well. It's situational.
I'd rather just have the temp HP.
Yeah.
We do have some means to get people back up.
Yeah.
Not to
HP is
mention
always
the
useful.
fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will also last a lot longer, and
Yeah, it's
And
the
everyone gets it, so.
yeah. It's more useful for the...
For example, if
blind.
we put the raise on Kasumi and throughout the entire campaign Kasumi never gets downed, it kind of seems a bit of a waste.
Isn't it just on all of us, and as soon as one of us goes down,
Yeah,
it
it's
just
not specific
loses
like
it?
that. It's for the whole
Yeah.
party. So if
Oh.
one person goes down, it doesn't matter who they are, they get res.
Oh, I thought it was you apply like, oh, I applied the
Mm-mm.
res to Kasumi, but I get down like 5 times in the meantime. and-
No, that's why I don't think it's a great choice. I'll take the... Yeah, I think that's the consensus, is the temp HP.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
As you wish. The boon of spirits it is. +5 temporary hit points. And you've chosen the Mana Storm Vault?
Yes.
Correct. Alright.
Yes.
Well, in that case...
What?
Okay, let's see here. Got that.
Just one quick question. What would happen if we had the res one and 2 of us went down at the same exact moment?
You get to choose.
Oh, that's AX. Never mind. Yeah, no, temp HP. I don't even want to have that choice.
That's going to be a fun discussion then.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Take me.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, we've reached the end of this session, guys, because I have to make that for
No,
you.
wait don't we have 15 more minutes? Wait a minute.
Where are you going to go in 15 minutes?
Right?
You can do a lot in 15 minutes.
What?
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
I gotta load the map for you. I gotta get it made. I gotta pay people the money.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
fine.
man.
There's no telling which one you could have chosen.
Commandant Walnut, roll up the books.
Yes.
Go
Commandant.
to the house and just relax some more.
Don't worry. When you start to get to when you guys get into the dungeon, you'll have plenty of extended sessions, most likely. So.
The best part is my
Exciting.
racial ability is great for cheating at dice games.
Alrighty. Good stuff. Let's see, we got
Good
some.
stuff.
We got some fan art.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Ooh, I'm excited. What do you mean, really?
I'm just always surprised. I can't help it.
I mean, Commandant's just so amazing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised on Common Walnut's behalf, so.
Commandant.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
My nose is very itchy.
Itchy nose.
Oh, I hate it when it just never goes away.
Oh, right? You're just like
Moisturizer.
moisturize me.
Yep. Robot gifts.
Oh my gosh.
Jawohl, 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 jawohl.
I wonder who
Yay,
posted that.
robot
Oh
gifts.
my god, Casey Reality. You guys
Oh
got
my
a Power
gosh.
Ranger fucking.
Oh my god.
Oh
That's so
boy.
sick, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
so
god.
Oh
sick.
my
Even the key
god.
colors
go.
too.
You guys
It's all the key
Yep.
colors.
Red
It's all the
Toad.
key colors.
Red
Also, I like the fact
Toad.
that Kasumi's one, she's basically a Terran in that one, which
That's
makes
Dude, I
sense.
so-
'cause,
love
yeah,
it.
That's
is
so
that-
good, Casey. That's
Oh my
so-
god.
Going
Oh my
Super
God.
Sentai on this.
Although I'm
so
sad that the hat is so small. You know,
That's so good.
I love it though. Dude,
Cool.
it's such a good pose.
So good.
That's actually really awesome. Good job, buddy.
I love that.
I fucking love that one, dude.
That's awesome.
Dude.
Red Toad.
I hate it. I love it. I hate that we're part of
I want to
Rangers.
see that as I want to see that as a Megazord. Just Red Toad.
Oh goddess.
You know, Benecito's
Yeah.
just like, find me. I gotta have an alpha though. There has to be like a secondary. It's like alpha. Bring me teenagers with attitude. Ay 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 ay, Zordon.
Well, we have that now with the keeper.
Keep it.
That's true.
Find me teenagers with attitude. Exuberant joy.
I wish I was better at video
Exuberant
editing. I would so make that.
Everyone's exuberant joy, while Kasumi's just exuberant depression.
Yeah.
Exuberant.
Go go visions and vices.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Oh,
God.
it's got the right number of
Doo, doo,
syllables. It's perfect.
Oh my god, it does.
It is
That's-
perfect.
That's
Go
so
go
No.
It is
visions
meant
and
to be.
vices. You mighty morphin visions and vices.
Vices.
That's it,
Exuberant
man.
joy.
I just realized,
Fantastic.
are all the girl characters were wearing skirts?
Are we?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Dog.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well,
Yes.
that was amazing. Good session.
That
guys.
was a great session.
Yes. Wait, no walnut? Oh my
No
goodness.
walnut.
No, no walnut. Yeah, Commandant
No
Walnut.
walnut.
Find me teenagers with attitude. Yeah, Davon!
Hold on, I'm gonna post something for Walnut. Give me a moment.
That's amazing. You did a great job.
That's amazing.
Good
I was
job,
about to say,
Casey.
what would that sound like? German Power Rangers all of a sudden.
Yeah, Power Rangers.
So who is the
Believe me,
purple
you don't
one?
want to know.
Is that Gordon? I forget who has what color for.
I think Gordon is purple.
Yeah. What
Is
color are
it?
you?
Oh yeah, for the key there.
Yeah, that's why I said we're all key
I'm-
colors. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, I'm the
purple or
green
blue.
spider.
Red
Green one's
Toad,
me.
Black Raven, Glass Bat, Purple Hound, fucking
Green
Blue
spider.
snake.
Green spider.
that is, yeah, Green Spider. Blue Hat.
I kind of want to see like that whole
Goddamn.
like transformation, all of 6 of us coming together to form the Megazord.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Here we get like all cool robots that just
And it's just
transform
Benecito.
The whole
together.
transformation process, yeah.
Everybody jumps into Benecito and you fight inside of it, and that'd be fucking sick.
Oh
dude.
gosh.
It would fit as well because keys, so you can like in the robot you just plug the key in, turn
Oh
it, and
my
then you
God,
look like.
You're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
This
Well,
is an
you
actual
turn the
Power
keys at the
Ranger
same
anime.
time. New agreements would
Mhm.
fall out.
That's so sick. And there's 6 of you. So it's
Yep.
perfect.
Yup.
You got it.
The power of the
Visions and
purple hound.
vices.
Oh wait, the designs are based on our keys. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought mine was based because my character was a Terran in previous life.
No.
But they wouldn't know that, would they?
No.
I'm dumb, okay? I'm El Stupido.
Alright.
No, our souls have been brought here from our previous life.
Oh my god.
I mean, either way.
Commandant
now-
Walnut, bring me the souls from the previous life. We must infuse them into teenagers with attitude.
Oh my god.
The intro music is no longer the theme, it's just Power Rangers music.
Oh man,
Oh
if
my
somebody
goodness.
like power edited
Dude,
Power
made a
Rangers
metal
and all
version of
this-
it.
Rita Repulsa
Dude,
coming up from the
dude,
force.
Like if somebody took, like, you know how the Power Rangers theme have them smiling next to their ranger? If it was like that ranger image, but with like your character's portrait instead of like the actor showing it, and it's...
That would be awesome.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Can we turn the ship into a Megazord?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
My
that's
God.
it.
It's just a Gundam.
It's the carrier for our
Yeah.
Zords.
It's just
It's the
Gundam.
carrier for the Zords.
This
All the
became a
Zords
Gundam
fit on it.
anime. This became a Gundam anime, bro.
I'm a Gundam campaign.
Endgame content unlocked.
All right,
Oh,
let's see.
goddess.
Go Master, thanks for the
Yes.
God sub. Zen Master, thanks for the 16 months and all those gifted subs. Johads, thanks for the 4 months. And thanks for the raids, OLs and Blue Collar DM. I did not see your guys' raid in time. Yeah. Thanks for all the subs, guys. That puts us at 1,495 subs.
Thank you, Zen Master, for the sub.
Yeah, very cool.
So many
Alrighty,
subs.
that will conclude today's session. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one!
Bye.
Bye.